All right, we're live yet again. And today it is time for the weekly thing we do every week, huge sports talk. And in the playoffs of the NFL, things can get crazy. Well, the Wizards game just started as soon as I started this stream. Okay, good. That annoying alarm shut off.
There's some wings out here.
So let's recap on everything we've seen this week in English and American sports. Starting with the National Football League, the 4 losing teams that got eliminated this week are the Tennessee Titans, Green Bay Packers, Tampa Bay Buccaneers, and the Buffalo Bills, as they all are eliminated out and will get 5th through 8th place this season, dependent on who has the best record, I believe, between the 4. So what it here looks like is and yeah, that's literally what happened. Coming up in the conference, in the third round of the playoffs, we have the Bengals taking on the Chiefs and the Niners taking on the Rams. 2 of these 4 teams will advance to the 4th round of the playoffs, also known as the Super Bowl. And the winner of that Super Bowl can determine history for their team, as I believe the team that has won the Super Bowl most recently out of these 4 is the Chiefs. And the one with the least and the longest drought is the Bengals, as they've never won a Super Bowl before. So let's take a look at the baseball news to see if they've done anything. It's still not solved. Well, it's almost time for preseason to be destroyed by the MLB lockout. So we might not have baseball if this doesn't change. Basketball. Let's take a look at the standings. The Miami Heat take the entire lead. The Bulls in 2nd, Nets in 3rd, Bucks 4th. In 5th place is the Cleveland Cavaliers. In 6th place is the Philadelphia 76ers. In 7th place is the Charlotte Hornets. In 8th place is the Boston Celtics. In 9th place is the Toronto Raptors. And in 10th is the Washington Wizards. Everyone else in the division is not in playoff range, including these 5 teams. Number 11, the New York Knicks. Number 12, the Atlanta Hawks. 13th place, the Indiana Pacers. 14th place, Detroit Pistons. And 15th place, the Orlando Magic. So maybe the Orlando Magic is against themselves. as they still failed to get 10 wins throughout their entire season. Still not eliminated, though, surprisingly. I don't know when half of the season would be over, but it's going to come soon. Western Conference, let's take a look at that. First place, Phoenix Suns. Second place goes to the Golden State Warriors. Third place goes to the Memphis Grizzlies. Fourth place goes to the Utah Jazz. Fifth place goes to the Dallas Mavericks. Sixth place goes to the Denver Nuggets. Seventh place goes to the Minnesota Timberwolves. Eighth place goes to the Los Angeles Lakers. And ninth place goes to the Los Angeles Clippers. And 10th place goes to the Portland Trailblazers. And the teams not in playoff range are 11th place, New Orleans Pelicans. 12th place, Sacramento Kings. 13th place, San Antonio Spurs. 14th place, Houston Rockets. And 15th place is the Oklahoma City Thunder. So yeah, let's take a look at the games that were done in the last week. Not anything new. Wow, we've lost to the Nets. Not good. Lost to the Raptors. Not good. Lost 3 games in a row. Definitely not good. And then you got today, of course, we play the Clippers. If we lose, that will be our 4th loss in a row. But for everyone else, we'll see what would happen. Let's talk about the National Hockey League now. So here is the National Hockey League standings. We have, believe it or not, the Florida Panthers. In the Atlantic Division, we have the Florida Panthers, Tampa Bay Lightning, and the Toronto Raptors. That ain't right. The Toronto Maple Leafs in the top 3. For the Atlantic Division, so they are in playoff range. In the Metropolitan, we have the New York Rangers, Pittsburgh. Nope, that ain't right either. Almost said Ironhawks. That is the Access League's Pittsburgh team. I meant to say the Pittsburgh Penguins and the Carolina Hurricanes. For the wild card there, that will go to the Washington Capitals and the Boston Bruins as of right now. However, the hunt is still on for the following teams. Detroit, I almost said the Lions, but it's the Detroit Red Wings, the Columbus Blue Jackets, New Jersey Devils, New York Islanders, Philadelphia Flyers, Buffalo Sabres, Ottawa Senators, and the Montreal Canadiens, as no one's eliminated yet. The Islanders have played the least games out of anyone in the East or something. And then out of the West, the playoff teams is the Colorado Avalanche, St. Louis Blues, and the Nashville Predators from the Central Division. And from the Pacific Division, we have the Vegas Golden Knights, Anaheim Ducks, and the Los Angeles Kings all in playoff range. And in the wild card, we have in the West is the Minnesota Pride. Nope, that's not right either. Minnesota Wild and Calgary Flames. I don't like the Minnesota Wild as a name. It's not easy to remember if you know a lot of team names from other leagues. Especially Pride and Wild. Kind of get them too mixed up all the time. Team still in the hunt is the Dallas Stars, San Jose Sharks, Winnipeg Jets, Edmonton Oilers, Vancouver Canucks, Chicago Blackhawks, the Seattle Kraken, and the Arizona Coyotes, as those teams have not succeeded in a while. Now, to note, what teams have been in the playoffs last year that are not in playoff range right now at the given moment? Nobody from the Atlantic, because we all know Boston's also in playoff range. And from Metropolitan, that would be the Islanders. So the Islanders' wrath is over. From the West, that would go to the Winnipeg Jets as one of them from the Central Division. And it would also go to the Edmonton Oilers from the Pacific Division. Now, teams that haven't made the playoffs last year, but are in playoff range are, there's a couple. We have no one from the East, as all these teams have made the playoffs last year. And in the West, however, the only team or the two teams that have not made the playoffs last year in the West are the Anaheim Ducks and the Calgary Flames, as they have improved enough to be in playoff range yet again. Now we're talking about the Premier League. Manchester City still in first. Liverpool in second. Chelsea in third. Manchester United in fourth. West Ham United in fifth. Arsenal in sixth. Tottenham Hotspur in seventh. Wolverhampton Wanderers in eighth. Brighton and Hove Albion in ninth. Winchester City in 10th. Aston Villa in 11th. Southampton in 12th, Crystal Palace in 13th, Brentford in 14th, Leeds United in 15th, Everton in 16th, Norwich City in 17th, Newcastle United in 18th, Watford in 19th, and Burnley in 20th. As the top four qualify for the Champions League, which is the main objective, because that's more like the actual playoffs because this league doesn't have a playoffs, but you can kind of consider every European team in the entire Europe as part of in the major leagues as part of one league. Basically, that's what I see it as. And the winners of each country would be basically is a different conference to me. And the winners from each conference take place in the Champions League, which is, to me, the playoffs. That's what I see that as. What's up? Username in Russian that I cannot read. So that would basically be that. There is NCAA men. Here's the standings for basketball as of right now. For college, for hockey, it's probably not been updated in a while. I'm not sure. Well, it might be updated here, so. And then you got women's basketball. But that again, that's the wrong one. WNBA doesn't start until midsummer. And then you got, that is the Big Ten. Let me bring up the top 25. Haha, you don't know who I am. I'm pretty sure I recognize that username though. So I'm pretty sure that could be my cousin. Because for some reason she changed her name to Russian. Yeah, that's probably her. And yeah, that's the standings for NCAA women's basketball. And that's basically all the sports that we could cover for today. And that's going to be it. If you guys enjoyed this week's talk of how the heck the Titans lost to